Hey there, it is Chanel here from the Heart and Soul with your weekly Oracle card reading for April 4th through the 10th, 2022. A little spiritual guidance to help you get through this week. I hope last week was a little bit calmer for you. I'm curious to see what the energy of this week is because it feels like it's ramping up again. Just saying. But let's see. I haven't pulled cards yet. I was drawn to the Oracle of the Seven Energies deck, which is a chakra-based deck by Colette Baron Reed. Again, even just the deck that I was drawn to just felt like there was a little bit of chaos in the air again, I'm going to say. We'll see. That was one. That is number two. And let's draw one more card for card number three, and let's see what they have to say. So card number one is Sacred Reverence. I love this. It has an image that is of the world or representative of the world. It's got a heart, it's got a key. Sacredness, reverence is something that means a lot to me. There is this piece of giving this energy over to the divine that is of this sacred reverence. When I think of reverence, I don't think of worship, but it's like giving respect, honoring. And there needs to be a lot of that this week, and mostly of honoring ourselves and our feelings and emotions. It feels like there's been this tornado of energy, of emotions, and that's part of this global shift that we're having that we keep talking about. Uh-oh, I dropped a card. I can't see it, so let's hope that I don't see it when I bend over to pick it up. Anyways, sacred reverence. So this global awakening that's happening and these lessons that are needing to be learned are bringing a lot of energy and emotions with them. And it's been really hard for people, even those of us that are doing our spiritual journey and are really like in this sense of growth. Sometimes we're brought into other people's lessons as well, which can be hard because it's not ours to learn, it's somebody else's to learn, and we're just part of that. We love so much that we said we would come down from heaven and we would be this part of this person's life so that they could experience a lesson that they needed to learn. And it's hard when we know it's not part of our personal growth. Also, there's this piece of just kind of releasing the need for control of it. That when we go to that place of sacred reverence, it's like holding this divine trust that just guides us in the right direction. It leads us to where we need to be. Okay, card number two, because I'm not sure which card fell. They're just sitting on my lap. And of course, I only see the back side of the card. So I'm not sure which one is which, but we're just going to take card of two off my lap. Card number two is the Uncharted Sea. I love this. Again, it is more of this place of just having to sit into that place of trust. When we can lean into that, we lean into the flow and release control. And it is that control that stops us from progressing. When we want something so badly and we want it in a certain way or with a certain outcome, we create the box, basically. And we don't allow the universe to flow and we don't allow things to unfold because we're too busy holding on to something, holding on to the outcome, holding on to the control of how it's going to have to happen. And that can really create major blocks. At the same time, emotions like stress, worry, and fear will also create those emotional blocks that will create those energetic blocks. So that's another thing to be aware of that they're talking about here. These are the waves that we're coming across. But when we just trust that our boat is there to guide us and help us and take us in the right direction, that the universe will show us the way, the stars, will show us the way, the water becomes smoother. It becomes less turbulent. And even in those moments when it feels more turbulent, you hold this sense of calm, knowing that this is the storm that we must travel through to get to the other side. And that's very much where we are right now. Okay, let me find card number 3. Oh, it's upside down. Perfect. Card number 3 is shining through. I just had a conversation about this piece of shining your light bright, and that often we'll dim our own light to allow others to shine or allow others to not feel uncomfortable. But are we doing anybody a favor by not shining our light bright? The universe right now is calling on us to shine our light, that to be a beacon of light in all the chaos and commotion, that even we're up to our eyeballs in the lessons, in the movement, in the being, and all of that, we can still shine our light. We can still hold this flame of trust and faith and hope. We can hold on to our own connection, our divineness, our sacred reverence, our knowing that it'll all be okay in the end, that everything is going to turn out the way that it needs to be in the end. And that's really where the magic lies. When we can detach from the outcome, it changes things completely. If we focus on the energy of the solution, not what the actual solution is, but the energy of that solution, it creates this beautiful opening for things to happen. It is time to stop forcing. It is time to stop fighting against. It is time to step into your truth, into the trust of the universe, into the trust of your own intuition, because that is what is going to guide you in this moment. That is what is taking you in the right direction to create so much more than you already have imagined right now. It does feel like a heavy week next week. It does feel like there's still a lot of things that are weighing on your heart. And again, how you choose to deal with that will define your week. If you can choose to just trust and hold on to the flow, it is going to be a much easier week than if you are fighting against it. If you are fighting, it is going to feel like you are being dragged underneath of the water and cannot catch a breath, and it is not going to be comfortable or nice in any way. So be aware of that as you move into your week this week, and really ask yourself, what is it that you want to create this week? What is it that you want to, how do you want to come into this week? What is the energy that you want to carry into this week? Because that's really going to define your week this week. I have so much that is spiraling up here, and I promise over the next few days, I am going to start to release that. Please know that I am doing an in-person, I haven't done one of those in a very long time, in-person gallery reading on Friday, April 22nd. It will be $30, and it is going to be at Dundas Yoga and Fitness. If you're interested, keep your eyes peeled. There'll be information going out for buying tickets this week. It will probably be a limited space just because I like to be able to give everybody a reading that's there. Yeah, so much happening, so much creating behind the scenes. I can't wait to release things to you guys. Again, I'm so grateful for being here on your spiritual journey, and to say thank you for being here on mine. If you can tag somebody and share this with someone, it would be so greatly appreciated. It's like this energetic exchange. So I appreciate that so greatly. Thank you for being here with me and allowing me to be your spiritual tour guide. From my heart and soul to yours, have an incredible week.